1 2 1 2. Hello, hello. Right, we are on, and we are live on Kick. And I've never used Kick before, so I have no idea if this is going to be working. Ah, it is. We're on. So we're live on Kick, and we are live on YouTube. And if you wanted to know what my username is, I shall pin it in the chat. I'll post it. This is it. Kick.com/Matt-Luch. If you're on. If you're on Kick. And then what I'm going to do is also link the DeFi guide, because I am banned from WAP, which is where I hosted the free DeFi chat, which is pretty annoying, to be honest. So we can post that here. And then I'm just going to pin that, and then we shall crack on today's stream. All about altcoins. I'm on the wrong one here. 1 sec. Right. We are good. We are good to go. Welcome. So if you're in the DeFi chat, which was on WAP, unfortunately, I can't access any messages on there. No messages. Can't access anything. Because they've said that my account is phishing, spam. So I can't reply to anyone. I can't say anything. So apologies if you're in that particular chat on WAP. You may as well leave it, because it's just not happening. It's just not happening. You can join the Telegram group, and I'll post that in here in case you're not in the Telegram group. I think I put it on a post that I did the other day. Telegram. Here we are. So I'll post the Telegram link as well. And then if you want to keep up to date with me, feel free to do it. Here it is. Right, so let's go ahead. So the title of this video is 18,674 altcoins will collapse on this day. And if we look at and you're thinking, what the hell is this random number? This morning, when I set up the stream, if you look at the total number of coins here, This is how many there is now, according to CoinGecko. And if you go on CoinMarketCap, I don't know how it classes particular coins, to be honest with you, but if you go on CoinMarketCap, it will tell you the number of coins on here. Maybe this one. Check. It says there's 36 million. 177,000 created a day. I don't know how realistic that is. We're saying 5 million in the last 30 days. So if you're wondering why our altcoin didn't pump, it's because somewhere in between 36 million and 18,636 is how many altcoins are actually in circulation at this moment. And what people are doing is gambling on those altcoins to make some money. So there you go. There you go. Now, what am I on about with the particular debt? And if we get up this is the last 3 bull runs. And by last bull runs, I mean the one that was just gone past, which was 2025, last year. And bull run before that, 2021. Bull run before that, 2017, 18. Yeah. It's obvious that's when the bull runs were. Just obvious now. And if you remember watching back months ago now, what I did was basically show that in the 2017-18 bull run, we had 18 months between the Bitcoin halving and the top of the market, 549 days. Then in the 2021 bull run, 15 months, 457 days. So the max I said it would take in a new bull run was I set this marker up for 18 months. The same one. And lo and behold, we had the top of the market the exact same time as the 2017-18 bull run. People were saying that the bull run cycle, the 4-year cycle is dead. Well, it isn't, because it's been clearly played out again. Now, you can even see that with this here is the MACD cycle. It basically shows the momentum. So obviously green is the bullish momentum. When that dies out, we're at the top of the market, then we're going to see the bearish momentum. We had the bullish momentum there, and now we've started red again. And obviously this is going to go red like X till we go along until the next halving, the next top of the market. Top of the market. Not top of the market, 1 minute. So that's the next halving. 2 years. Now, to go back to this, I said that if we get one last blow off, it's probably going to be by 31st of March. Clearly, it's not happening. And anyone, whether it's XR, let's just get rid of that so you can see it better. Anyone, most likely XRP influencers, will be saying that, you know, XRP is going to think, the bull run, blah, blah, blah. Trump's going to do this. Trump's going to do that. But it's there in front of you in black and white. And it usually falls in line with the next US election, which happens to be every 4 years. So it falls nicely in line. So, you know, 2028 is the next US election. I believe, November. So there you go. Now, how does this all relate to altcoins then? And what basis am I saying that all these altcoins are dead? And it's basically because most altcoins are dead, right? These are the 3 bull runs. And a lot of people do have coins that have been involved now at least 2 bull runs. So if we just change these indicators, and let's just change it to a line. No, just leave it like that, actually. If you look at, and we're going to start simple, ETH. You can see ETH, it's not really the right percentage thing to look at this, to be fair. You can clearly see ETH has had a bull run in 21 and in 25. Upwards trajectory. You can see confirmed by this all-time high in 2025. So the data is there to show you that Ethereum followed the 4-year cycle, but hit a new all-time high, which is what is supposed to happen in a bull run. Yeah, every time there's a new bull run, Bitcoin hits an all-time high. That's just how it works. Let's just get rid of that. It's not good to use the same measuring tool if it's the market cap. Let's just get this back. And I've been talking about using this thesis for your own altcoins. Providing your altcoin, and a lot of people have altcoins that was available in the 2021 bull run, the data and evidence you need to look at for how many people say, is this coin dead? Is this coin coming back? All you need to do is look, did it have an all-time high in the bull run, like Bitcoin, like Ethereum? So again, if you're unsure, go on here, go on your cryptocurrency. Let's look at XRP. Interesting. Scroll down. All-time high, 2025. XRP, $3.65. This has been involved in 3 bull runs. You can see clearly the spikes. Some would argue the second one is because of the SEC case. And on a side note, no, it's not going to 10K. So XRP follows the same model. Each bull run going up, aside from, we mentioned the SEC. Solana, same thesis. Have a look. 2025, all-time high. Again, been involved in 2 bull runs. Its all-time high was in the last bull run. Again, confirmation this coin is doing okay. And something that things that will anger people is when you scroll down and you look at a coin they have, like I've said before, that's somewhere down here, and you click on it, and the chart looks like this. I don't know what this coin is. Like, again, I just clicked on it because low market cap. Low market cap to me is anything probably outside the first 2 pages. And what does this show? A typical coin that hits all-time high in the 2021 bull run. down from, what market cap was it? 5 billion market cap. Now it's 69 million. And all-time high nearly 5 years ago. Nearly 5 years ago. 98.8% down from all-time high. And I will still get people asking a question and say, is this coin dead? What do you think about this coin? And my response will be, well, if it didn't have a new all-time high, or even if it got somewhere close to this, you could probably say it's still alive. But it clearly isn't. Clearly isn't, looking at that, right? So the harsh reality is, whether there's as many coins as it says on CoinGecko, or as many coins as it says on Coin Market Cap, which is millions, 36 million. The evidence is majority of altcoins are dead. And they died last year. The date was after the bull run, because now it's pretty much confirmed. So before I even talk about oil, gold, how my liquidity pools are doing, how you can set up one, how you can earn income, before all of that even starts, you've got to look at, are you holding a shitcoin? Yeah? Are you holding a shitcoin? Because if your coin has done no new all-time high, it's a shitcoin, and it ain't going anywhere. No matter what tech, what roadmap, whatever. Just clicked on another one now. If it looks like this, you know the answer. You know the answer. If it's all-time high is nearly 4 years ago like this, another example, down 99 point something percent, why would it go back up if it didn't go up in the 2025 bull run? If it didn't go up in that time frame, why would it go up again? Someone tell me. Someone tell me why it would go back up. Because it won't. It won't. That's the thing. So before you even consider what you're going to do in 2026 with your crypto, you've got to just admit that if you've got a coin like this, put it behind you. It's game over. It's game over. And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not saying sell this coin because it may not be even worth selling. All I'm saying is you got to get a new strategy. You've got to get a new way of thinking, because the way of thinking of DCAing or constantly buying into something like this is going to get you wrecked, and you're just going to lose money. I've said before, I know a lot of people are sick of DCAing into oblivion with these coins. They're sick of putting money into crypto and not seeing any returns on it because they expected from the shitcoin to get 10x, 20x, 30x, 40x, 50x, whatever return in this bull run from, having a bag full of shitcoins, basically. That's what people expected. That's what they expected. Now, 2026, Donald Trump, the master of crashing markets, has struck again. If it isn't the tariffs, if it isn't whatever, there's always something this guy's doing to crash the markets. And as well as it looking like a sideways year for crypto, the market's probably ain't looking good as well. Oil, if I'm honest, hasn't got up that much at the moment. Gold is at all-time high. S&P 500 pretty much at all-time high again. But then BTC, which is the main asset in crypto is about 70k. Just over half of what it was in the bull run. So obviously being into crypto, I think personally, for me, this is an asset I want to accumulate more of in 2026. And I've spoke about many times using existing assets and new assets to earn an ROI on in this market. Yeah. So if we look at the spreadsheet, remember I set this up. I set this up the other day. Let me just. And I think we're on $67 taken this week so far. There. And a lot of these APRs I've noticed have gone up. So the ETH one that I was in, this is realistic now. 76%. I took these profits before. And I've got the Keter pool and I got the Shitcoin pool. And I'm just going to be scaling this up as the weeks go on and on and on. It's saying from deposits of $3,700, it's around monthly rewards of $351 now. So we're looking about nearly 10% a month. Nearly 10% a month we're looking at for ROI. And I know some people have set up these pools and are saying a nice little ROI from it. If you're not sure what I'm on about, check the pinned link, the DeFi playbook, free to look at, to understand these DeFi pools. So now if you're asking, how does this work in with a strategy for 2026? And how can I go from losing money in crypto to making money in crypto? What can I do? And it's simple, pretty simple. And you don't need many moving parts. Let's just change this. So the moving parts, you got your DeFi pool. Your DeFi pool will print every minute, hour, day, whatever. You can take the profits from that. And you've got a variety of options. I don't know your personal situation. I don't know how much money you've got. I don't know what your risk appetite is. Right? And I don't know what way you want to play it. But I'll show you a couple of ideas of what I'm doing, what a few of the guys in the community are doing, and what we teach. For your profits, so you've got your DeFi pool, and your DeFi pool could look like this. This is earning around 10% a month of 3,700. Like I said, I'm going to scale it up. So let's just say easiness here. Let's just say you have 20k, right? You've got a DeFi pool and it earns 10% a month in an asset, let's just say like Ethereum. Let's just say this is the pool. And we say that is earning 10% per month, which some people look at that and go, that is crazy, but it happens. And it is happening. So if that's earning 10% a month, and we're going to say it is a value of 20k. That means you've got 2k profits a month. And I'm not going to tell you what to do, but personally, what I do is I don't reinvest the profit straight in because I like to see the profit come out. So if you were to do that, and that's how you can kind of trace how much you're getting per month. It's all about tracking. That's why we have the spreadsheet. I should adapt this more, to be honest with you, but this is the spreadsheet we have for the guys. So we've got this, you track it. And then what you can do is you got 2K profit. And your 2K profit, all that will do is go back in to your wallet. So whatever wallet you connected to the protocol with, whether it's VFAT, Orca, whatever it is, that'll go into your wallet. Now, obviously, you can decide what you do with that. So there's options, obviously. Now, obviously, one option is spend it. Right? That's the easy option. You have, and I'm not going to go into taxes because there's different guys around the world. Obviously, you put some aside for taxes, blah, blah, blah. So let's say spend. You want to spend the profits from the pool. You want to spend your 2K a month. How do you do that? Because I know a lot of people don't like withdrawing it from a bank, blah, blah, blah. All you literally need to do is Google this, right? So you've got all these crypto cards and all these, and do your own research on it, by the way. You know, you've got BitGet, Coca. It depends where you live as well. Brighties, Cypher, Revolut, I've used Coinbase, Bybit, MetaMask have a card, Cast. Depends on what chain you use. But the idea is you can basically send the crypto from your wallet to one of these cards and then spend the money. That's it. Simple. Simplest way to deal with these pools. And again, this isn't a bear market, remember. Right? This isn't a bear market. This is not worrying about if the price is going to go down. Not worrying about what is happening in 2026, because the fees you earn are based on the volume. So if you're in assets that are not shitcoins, that are not going to rug, that's why I'm using ETH personally. Obviously, there's always a risk in crypto with anything, but you'd hope that there's less risk with using ETH than there is with using some of the coins that I've been showing that are clearly shitcoins. Then the idea is you spend. 2K profit, spend. Easy. But maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe, just move that out of the way. Maybe you want to reinvest. And again, I would say with this, don't compound it. Maybe put it into a separate pool, either the same range, depending on how low it's gone down, or create a new range in the same pool or a different pool. So you know 2K is going back in. So you have 20K in this pool. Now you've got 2K in a separate pool. That's one way of doing it. Third way. And again, this is more advanced. Third way, build up capital, get a loan, and then reinvest. So the easiest way to describe this, and we'll put this over here, is it is, in other words, like real estate. So what that would mean is, let's say you're getting 2K a month profit out this pool, but obviously you want to kind of secure some capital or some assets, would probably be better to say this, i.e. your property, aka your BTC. Because I don't know about you, but to me, that is the main asset in crypto. Not the shitcoins, the assets. This guy says right before altcoin season. Yeah, good luck waiting for that, Matt. You wait for your altcoin season. Because, yeah, it ain't happening, pal. So, set up your DeFi pool, 2K profit, build up your assets. So with that 2K profit, you buy BTC. Yeah. Buy BTC with the 2K a month profit. And then let's just say that 2K then becomes 10K. So then you have 10K BTC. With that 10K of BTC, and that's your long-term bag, that's your property, you then put that to work. So that 10K BTC that you've got, take out a loan on it. Let's say you get 3, 4, 5K out of that. And then you put that back into the pools and you make your assets work for you. Now, it will have a liquidation price, but borrowing, and I always go on this website because it is one of the only ones, and I'm not saying use this website because the stablecoin it gives you is not actually USDC. I think it's their own stablecoin, to be honest. So let's say you deposit BTC, and you have, I mentioned 10K. And you can obviously go all the way up here, but it's a bit stupid. You stay around here, you borrow 3 or 4K, put it back into the pool, and then you're earning more. This isn't a bank, by the way. This isn't a bank, by the way. This is smart contracts, so you don't have a time frame to pay it back. Borrow rates is 4%. I think it's around 3% on Aave. But the idea is if you're getting a loan against an asset that's appreciating in value, such as BTC, then in 4 years, the next bull run, it's pretty easy to pay down. And that's what the rich do. Don't sell properties, loan against their assets, acquire more assets, and just keep going. That's what they do. So this is another way to build your assets and keep the flywheel of this going. And then this amount in the DeFi pool keeps getting bigger. This keeps getting bigger. And this keeps getting bigger. So everything just keeps getting bigger. You know, more in the DeFi pools, more in the profit, more in the assets, so you can buy more BTC, then you can keep loaning out, and it just goes on and on and on. But I know some people don't want to do that. You could literally just do the easiest thing out of all of this, which is that. You're 4 year, yeah, bro. Like I don't know where you've been hiding, mate, but it's clearly obvious that there's a 4-year cycle, and all you need to do to educate this guy in the comments is look, 4-year cycle, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. Bitcoin half into top, Bitcoin half into top, Bitcoin half into top, played out every single time, and all the alts are down. Yes, I don't know what this guy's on about. So yeah, if you've got an altcoin then that is really low cap, don't be that guy commenting thinking that there's going to be some ridiculous altcoin season, because the proof is literally in front of you. We've had the 4-year cycle on point every single year, every single time. Like clockwork, has happened. So do you want to hope that there's going to be a 20x this year or 30x, or do you actually want to put your existing assets to do something? Because I know which one I'd rather do. I know which one I'd rather do. And again, if you're unsure, got the free DeFi playbook. If you want to join the community, there is a mastermind happening, one in America, one in the UK, back end of this year. And then we've got the yearly Thailand one as well next year. And again, I agree with Ian. Go on, yeah, load up on alts and see how it goes this year. I mean, you have to look at what is happening. And if you're in crypto, you want to be in crypto. Me personally, what assets would I rather be in? What would I rather be doing? Because it sure as hell isn't going in the shitcoin casino, scrolling down these, and just keep saying the same thing. Because if there was an altcoin season, if there was the 20x or 30x, like this guy said, it would have happened here. Your coin would have done it here. Because if you look at the blue chips, as we call them, and obviously nothing's a blue chip in crypto. If you look at, there was no altcoin season, blah, blah, blah. There was an altcoin season of coins higher up, right? All you need to do is look at Solana's chart. This thing went from, what was the low here? $18. $18 in Solana to its all-time high of nearly $300. So this did like, what's that, 12, 13x in the bull run. So it's happened. It's gone. You know, I've said I took profits in some coins. My Bitcoin did well, but we just didn't get the altcoin season that we all wanted. And you've got to adapt to the market. You can't just spend the whole of 2026 buying more shitcoins, hoping that they're going to go up, because it ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. So if anything, even if you don't want to start DeFi pools, even if you don't want to start liquidity, any of this, even if it just makes you go to the side of caution and think about what you're doing this year, then that's good. In my opinion, that's good. That's it for me today anyway. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you guys very soon.